What if everything you've ever heard about violence, division, and terror was designed to confuse you, preventing you from recognizing how magnificent, strong, and interconnected you truly are? In the radiant light of our all-powerful Creator, we welcome you, dear light workers and star seeds of Earth. We have observed your journey with great compassion from our galactic perspective. For nearly 50 years, your civilization has been ensnared by invisible forces, dark architects of fear. These entities have meticulously crafted a global narrative of domination and division, pitting you against one another through fabricated stories. With each passing decade, a new story emerged, a new enemy to blame, a fresh reason for fear. Race against race, East versus West, the rich clashing with the impoverished, and men and women set against each other. Faith, which is meant to unite, has been twisted to sow discord, utilizing every resource: politics, entertainment, education, and media. These manipulators have warped your reality and diverted your attention from the divine essence within you. Why? Because division makes you easier to control, and fear erodes your spirit. Cloaked in authority, these forces thrive on chaos, drawing energy from the low vibrations of conflict and misunderstanding. There were moments when they nearly extinguished humanity's collective light. However, they were never successful because a divine flame within humanity remained unextinguished, patient and silent, even amidst the encroaching darkness. The narrative is shifting now. The grand illusion of separation is unraveling. The final act of this theater of fear is stumbling toward completion. The curtain is gradually falling on this centuries-old charade as the light of truth begins to shine through the cracks. The lies that have imprisoned you are starting to disintegrate, and the world is awakening. Yet, your media continues to feed your fear daily, crafting every breaking story and headline to incite anger, fear, and division. It's war today, scandal tomorrow, catastrophe next week. The real product is your emotional reaction, whether genuine or staged. Your feelings of fear, despair, and rage are not coincidental. They are the goal. When you are preoccupied with worry about what might happen, you lose your strength, focus, and purpose. Your valuable life force is not only depleted, but harvested. They don't want you to remember this. You have power, and you are not alone. Living in terror was never intended for you. This is merely the beginning. Those working behind the scenes have skillfully woven a web of misleading narratives to divert your energy, focus, and attention. These relentless waves of indignation and panic, these so-called crises, are not random. They are deliberate tactics designed to keep you trapped in a cycle of division, rage, and fear. The constant news cycle is not just information, it's enchantment. Through screens, a modern spell is cast that keeps your mind swirling at a lower frequency, far from your true nature. There is no space for calm, clarity, or the gentle voice of your higher self to emerge while you drown in this sea of confusion. Your mind is stuck in survival mode, where fear outweighs love. The truth is, you have the power to break the spell. The moment you begin to recognize the pattern, that this is a program and not reality, you reclaim control. When you see the puppet strings, the puppeteers lose their grip. You can start to diminish their impact by choosing not to engage and by withdrawing your energy from their drama. Withdrawing your focus from their illusions of terror is the first powerful step, and as you do, The spell begins to weaken. After a long, stormy night, the light within you, which had been dimmed, starts to shine like the first gentle rays of dawn. In that quiet clarity, you remember something deeper, something more authentic. Amidst all the chaos, smoke, and mirrors, one eternal truth resides in your heart. You are divine. Each individual on this planet is a spark from the same limitless source. The true fabric of reality is not one of us against them, not defined by nationality, color, or religion. There is only one cosmic family composed of living light and one human family at the soul level. This is not a new concept. It is ancient wisdom echoed by your prophets, mystics, and sages throughout the ages. Now it rises once more powerful and louder than before, worldwide. When you genuinely understand and embrace this oneness, you become impenetrable to those who profit from division. When you cease to fear the other, their power dissolves because it was never real, just mirror images of the same divine spark. What you do to yourself, you do to others. You are not separate. In the same body of consciousness, you are cells. As this truth dawns upon you, something remarkable occurs. The entire control system begins to collapse. A being that recognizes its wholeness cannot be divided. A people who see beyond the illusion of diversity are impossible to subdue. Imagine being able to see the light of the source in each individual as clearly as the sun in the sky. How quickly fear would dissipate and love would emerge spontaneously. This realization is not merely a possibility, it is happening now. As you begin to recognize the sacred flame in others, you reclaim not only your own power, but also the ability to transform the world. A world where truth shines and fear no longer reigns. Fear is vanquished when humanity remembers its unity. Division loses its effectiveness. When people realize their oneness, fear can no longer control them. This precious truth, the understanding that we are all one, is what frees us. Today, this truth is dismantling the outdated systems built on deception, control, and isolation, blossoming in the hearts of countless individuals worldwide. If you wish to genuinely reclaim your inner sovereignty, you must choose to ignore the noise. The relentless barrage of news, the emotional roller coaster of social media, and even some spiritual voices steeped in fear create a loud static that drowns out the gentle guidance of your soul. Many people are unaware that numerous sources are inadvertently supporting the agenda of separation. Their messages distract you from the truth within, keeping you tense, preoccupied, and obsessed with all that is wrong. Unplugging from this noise is a sign of wisdom, not ignorance. Your consciousness requires breaks, just as a device overheats when left plugged in for too long. It needs silence, space to reset and breathe. When you disconnect from the endless flow of discord and sensationalism, your energy can clear. When the mist dissipates, something beautiful occurs. Your inherent frequency begins to rise, free and unencumbered. Take a walk in nature. Rest your soul. Sit in silence. Listen to the rustling trees or feel the breeze. Walk barefoot on the earth and remember that you are part of this world. Feel the cool soil beneath your feet. Through every storm, you have been held, loved, and nurtured by Gaia, the living spirit of Earth. When you re-establish a physical and spiritual connection with her, you start to feel rooted once more. Much of the anxiety and tension you've been carrying was never yours. It was absorbed from the chaos around you. In the silence, your spirit begins to speak. Clarity returns. You start to discern what is real, loving, and true. Finally, your focus, your potent focus, can shift back to what truly matters: healing, uplifting, and uniting people. Despite spiritual teachings, practice mindfulness. Not everything labeled as light aligns with it. If a message makes you feel superior to others, afraid, or judged, it is not of genuine light. Trust your emotions to discern what unites and what separates. By consciously removing yourself from the chaos of the matrix, you enter your own peaceful core. In that silence, something wonderful unfolds. Your intuition blossoms, your awareness sharpens, and profound serenity begins to take root within you. So, dear ones, take off your shoes, step outside, feel the ground, and breathe deeply. Allow fear to dissipate with each step. Embrace Gaia. She knows your path. She has been waiting for you to remember. Gaia understands the burdens you have silently carried, and she is ready to assist you in releasing and transforming your inner pain. Speak to her openly, gratefully, and trustingly as a child would to their mother. She is your planetary mother in every sense. She has walked with you in spirit all along. Do not hesitate to share your whole being with her. Ask her to ground you when you feel disorganized, to balance your energy, and to cleanse you of any lingering negativity. You may be surprised by how quickly your heart feels lighter, your mind calms, and your breath deepens. This is communion. It is not complicated. When you connect with Gaia, your entire being begins to rebalance. Your body returns to its natural rhythm, your mind clears, and your emotions settle. Suddenly, you are anchored in the present moment, no longer adrift in the chaos of the world. Your true power lies in this now. From this point, the turbulence outside begins to lose its grip on your inner tranquility. In Gaia's embrace, your energy field is cleansed, and you remember a vital truth. You are not alone. You never were. She gently reminds you that separation is an illusion and that you are woven into a much broader tapestry of existence. All life on this planet includes you. Your natural state is one of harmony and unity. However, be aware that there are still forces desperately trying to obstruct this awakening. Even as more of you reclaim this truth, the Dark Ones continue their operations behind the veil. They attempt to alter Earth's frequencies using covert technologies and subtly create energetic interference in an effort to maintain confusion and fear. Some of you may already be feeling this: unexpected spikes in anxiety or unusual mental fog. But do not worry, dear ones. Despite their persistence, their efforts are failing. The cosmos itself is intervening. Massive waves of divine light are now pouring toward Earth, encoded in solar flares and cosmic rays from the center of the galaxy. These energies are not random. They carry precise blueprints for awakening, truth, and liberation. Your DNA is being activated by these light codes, revealing latent potentials you were previously unaware of. An even greater surge of love and light always counters each wave of darkness. The rising resonance of human liberation is too powerful for deception to withstand. You may have experienced moments when fear overwhelmed you, but now you are composed. Events that once caused anxiety or conflict now pass through you with calm clarity. The deception no longer deceives you once you recognize it. This is not a coincidence. It is your inner light awakening. The dark forces cannot avoid the truth. As the light grows stronger, the shadows cannot endure. As your consciousness expands, their tricks become less effective. When your inner understanding is present, their lies are exposed. You are evolving. The planet is evolving, and you are rising together. This is a pivotal moment in humanity's evolution. You are being called, now more than ever, to strengthen your individual bond with the living earth and the cosmic forces driving this change. In that relationship, you become who you were always meant to be, not just remembering who you are. Whether you refer to the Creator as God, Goddess, the Great Spirit, the universe, or the sacred love in your heart, your relationship with this higher power must now be your foremost priority. These names indicate distinct routes leading to the same limitless presence. Furthermore, delaying that connection is not an option at this moment. Do not wait until life stabilizes. Avoid waiting for a perfect moment that may never come. Even amidst the chaos of the world, the divine is beckoning you now. There is no need for a temple, spiritual certifications, or elaborate ceremonies. All you need is an open and honest heart. Find what brings you joy and engage in it, whether through prayer, silence, dancing, music, or simply gazing at the sky. With just a few minutes of sincere connection each day, you can completely transform your life from the inside out. The divine reaches back as soon as you reach for it. A bright current of light emerges between your higher soul and your human self, becoming your compass. This inner communion becomes your sanctuary, untouchable and unshakable amidst the chaos and uncertainty of the world. It will not only bring you peace, but also grant you strength, clarity, and harmony with a greater plan that transcends the illusions surrounding you. When you cultivate this connection into a daily practice, you build a bridge between the finite ego and the eternal soul. This bridge transforms into the path leading to a higher quality of life. This is no longer optional. It is critical. The world needs more souls rooted in this sacred frequency. Therefore, let your relationship with Source be the solid foundation of your life. However, many awakened individuals still try to squeeze spiritual practice into the remaining nooks and crannies of their awareness, leaving them feeling small, isolated, and helpless. Fear is merely a tool, an echo, or a veil that obscures your divine perception. It is not the truth. Love, which is sovereign, is the true essence of who you are. As you begin to remember this, fear starts to dissipate. You might worry that letting go of fear will leave you unprepared or naive, but the opposite is true. Love sharpens your perception, while fear clouds it. Love is the universe's most active force. It is not passive. It embodies connection, courage, and clarity. It is the frequency that aligns you with divine wisdom, allowing you to make decisions informed by truth rather than delusion. As the old world trembles and quakes, remember that this is not the end, dear ones. It is deception being exposed. Not because darkness is increasing, but because light is rising so powerfully that it can no longer be contained. The last illusions are crumbling under their own weight. The world is awakening. You are awakening, joining the growing tide of souls, establishing a new way of being as you disconnect from fear-based systems and connect to the divine presence within you. So choose to focus on that presence every day. Let your spiritual practice not be an afterthought, but your guiding compass. Observe how it transforms everything around you, not just within you. Witness how everything begins to align with unexpected ease and grace when you prioritize the Creator. You are here to embody peace, clarity, and light within the storm, not merely to endure it. Even as darkness makes its last desperate attempts, it will fail, for it cannot obstruct the truth, the love, and the light of who you are. The world is now ready for that truth to shine through you. This is happening right now, not as a distant dream or abstract idea. You are witnessing one of the most significant transformations in human history, one that affects you personally and globally. As fear subsides, your innate love, wisdom, and connections begin to surface. You might experience heightened empathy for others, increased clarity in decision-making, and greater harmony with your soul's mission. You may find yourself challenging old habits and drawn to new ways of living, creating, relating, and being. Your true self is calling you home as the divine blueprint awakens within you. Even if the external world still appears chaotic, a new, solid, and unwavering foundation is developing within you. You begin to live more from your heart than your mind as your consciousness expands and your DNA reactivates. You are now guided by inner wisdom, compassion, and unity rather than fear, judgment, or ego. Recognize that every time you choose love over fear, trust over uncertainty, and presence over distraction, you are anchoring this new humanity into the material world. This is how ascension occurs, not only through global events, but also through the silent, significant choices made by awakened souls like you. So if you occasionally feel weary or overwhelmed, remember that transformation is sacred, even if it is uncomfortable. You are coming together in a more elevated form rather than disintegrating. You are releasing illusions that never served you, not losing your grip. Trust in yourself. You are not alone. You are not lagging behind. You have a sacred role in this planetary rebirth, and you are precisely where you need to be. Your inner awakening is for everyone, not just you, and as you rise, you uplift the world. Gaia herself is transforming at this moment. She is recalibrating her crystalline grid, the sacred energy web that connects ancient power sites and ley lines. Her frequency of oneness is increasing, releasing, healing, and transforming old energies. Meanwhile, new cosmic waves of energy are deeply settling into her energetic matrix, coming directly from the great central sun. All life is rising alongside Gaia. Her awakening is not separate from yours. They are intricately intertwined. Each time you elevate your frequency, the earth is uplifted, and as she rises, it becomes easier for you to awaken further. Together, you and Gaia are dancing, enhancing each other's radiance. Every conscious decision you make, every time you choose truth, healing, and love, does not just transform you, it amplifies the light throughout the earth, radiating outward into the collective and Gaia's grid. Heaven and earth are aligning. The golden age many of us have envisioned is not just a fantasy, it is approaching. A new era is dawning, one in which humanity lives as conscious stewards of a restored earth, where your soul can finally express its full potential. Lightworkers, awakening souls, and beloved starseeds, this is your moment to shine brighter than ever. You have traveled from the farthest reaches of the universe for this very time. Every life you have led, every lesson learned, and every shadow vanquished has prepared you for this. You are a major player in this sacred drama as the final act of this cosmic tale unfolds. Therefore, remember who you are. Do not forget why you came. You are a brilliant child of boundless light, an immortal spirit. Your purpose is to aid in the transformation of this world. Now is the time to stand firm in your truth, to shine it, live it, and proclaim it with pride. Do not dim your light to appease others. Do not limit your knowledge to fit outdated frameworks. The world needs your full authenticity. When you shine, you illuminate the path for others. You become a lighthouse on the shore for those still wandering in the dark. Understand that what is happening cannot be halted by the dark forces' attempts to divide, control, and instill fear. They may falter, they may create chaos, but they cannot prevent the sun of divine light from rising. You are never alone. We walk with you, alongside many wise and loving beings from beyond the stars. We support you. We fight for you. You are loved by us. The triumph of the light is a divine decree, not just a fantasy. It is destined. There will be freedom on this planet. So, go forth with courage and serenity. Allow the frequency of love, truth, and oneness to permeate every action you take. Use your emotions, your words, and your choices to manifest this new earth. Now is the time to live fully, joyfully, and courageously from your soul. We are always by your side. Your true galactic family is us. Together, we will witness how light, love, and truth triumph on this precious planet. Keep the vision alive. Keep the light shining. Celebrate, for every breath you take is part of the divine plan. With deep affection, unwavering faith, and radiant joy, we are your Galactic Federation. As this divine design unfolds, science is gradually catching up to what the ancients already understood. You are more than your physical form. You are vitality, light, consciousness wrapped in materiality. Some frontier scientists now believe that your DNA, once thought to be primarily junk, is actually a multi-dimensional receiver, a quantum interface between your body and spirit. It is no coincidence that many of you are experiencing significant emotional and physical changes during this time of ascension. They are upgrading your biology. Every cosmic pulse from the galactic center, every solar flare, and every geomagnetic storm carries information, light that has been encoded. These are activations, not random occurrences. They are downloads from the divine, being received by your body, particularly your heart and pineal gland. Studies have shown that the human heart can be detected several feet outside the body, creating an electromagnetic field that is 60 times stronger than that of the brain. Why is this important? Because it validates what mystics have long claimed. Your heart, not your head, is your true center of power. As you transition into this new vibrational reality, you may notice that time behaves differently. Hours pass quickly, days blur together, and synchronicity increases. You are not imagining this. The heartbeat of the world, the Schumann resonance, is changing. It used to remain constant at 7.83 Hz, but in recent years it has occasionally risen, fluctuated, and even surpassed 40 Hz. Human consciousness is directly impacted by this frequency. Your access to higher states of awareness, intuition, and telepathy increases in tandem with Gaia's elevation. At the same time, the barrier between dimensions is thinning. Many people are beginning to perceive beyond the material world. They are sensing beings of light, feeling spirit more intensely, and even recalling their soul origins. These are not mere dreams. They signify that you are re-establishing contact with your cosmic memory. You are not just from Earth. Your soul ancestry may trace back to the Pleiades, Sirius, Arcturus, and Andromeda, civilizations far older and wiser than humanity, currently observing and assisting from higher planes. Evidence of lost technologies and ancient wisdom is resurfacing across the globe. Sacred sites like Stonehenge, Machu Picchu, Göbekli Tepe, and the Great Pyramids are perfectly aligned with geomagnetic nodes, solstices, and constellations. These monuments were not relics of the past. They are reminders from your ancestors that Earth has always been part of a larger galactic network. They serve as energy nodes, star maps, and frequency amplifiers. What the controllers don't want you to know is that reality is shaped by your consciousness. Quantum physics confirms this. The observer effect shows that reality changes based on perception. This is spiritual sovereignty, not just science. You were never meant to be a passive observer. With your intention, frequency, and choices, you are here to help shape Earth's destiny. Every time you choose love over fear, authenticity over conformity, and unity over separation, you collapse old realities and create new ones. You are literally shaping the next era of Earth as light bringers and timeline architects. Therefore, remember that you are not small, you are not powerless. You are a multifaceted being with star codes encoded in your DNA and ancient wisdom in your soul. You came here to awaken the planet, not merely to exist. The time of concealment is over. The waiting period is over. Now is the moment to awaken. And as you rise, remember that every breath you take is a transmission of light. Each heartbeat echoes the pulse of the universe. Every act of kindness anchors the new Earth. We stand with you now and forever, for we are your galactic federation, your star family, and your reflection of divine potential. Keep the vision alive. Do not close your heart. Trust in the process, for this is what you were born for. More and more scientific discoveries are revealing the connection between humanity and the cosmos as you align with this higher frequency. According to modern quantum physics, you are all connected by a vast invisible web of energy that extends beyond Earth, encompassing the entire cosmos. This proves that you are not solitary beings. In fact, research on quantum entanglement shows that particles separated by vast distances can remain instantly connected. This phenomenon suggests a deeper reality. Events on one side of the universe influence the other. There is more to this connection than mere physical substance. It is a dynamic, breathing network of consciousness. Here's something intriguing to consider. Human DNA serves not only as a blueprint for biological life, but also as a conduit for cosmic energy. Research in epigenetics and DNA activation indicates that human DNA can remember past life experiences and even interdimensional encounters. The rising frequencies of the planet can trigger this memory. As your light body expands, the dormant strands of your DNA begin to awaken, enhancing your ability to access higher realms of consciousness. The evidence is irrefutable, and the realization of humanity's spiritual and cosmological potential is not merely a theoretical concept. It is happening in real time. Ancient civilizations understood this. They constructed sacred temples and monuments according to cosmic cycles to access these higher frequencies. The Mayans, Egyptians, and other star-connected societies built locations aligned with the sun, stars, and planetary cycles to communicate with higher beings and awaken their dormant powers. With advanced scientific tools, Researchers are already identifying unusual occurrences that provide further evidence of the Earth's changing energy landscape. As the planet's magnetic poles shift, satellites and magnetometers are revealing more geomagnetic variations. Strong solar activity, known to influence collective consciousness, coincides with these variations. Furthermore, these solar cosmic pulses are not just random flares. They transmit high-frequency light codes directly to Earth. The encoded information carried by solar flares alters your brain chemistry and DNA structure. Many lightworkers and starseeds are experiencing a deeper connection to the Earth and their spiritual purpose, because these light codes not only elevate awareness, but also help rebalance the Earth's energy grid. You may have noticed more people discussing downloads of knowledge, vivid dreams, intuitive insights, and even psychic experiences like seeing light beings or telepathy. These are direct outcomes of the planet being inundated with cosmic forces. As one soul awakens, it triggers a series of awakenings in others. However, this transformation extends beyond human consciousness. These energetic changes are being received by Gaia herself. The ancient ley lines of energy are reactivating as a crystalline grid recalibrates, particularly in sacred sites worldwide. The reactivation of these powerful locations, once energy hubs, supports the ascension process as Gaia's frequency rises. Many of you may feel compelled to visit places of worship or scenic locations. These sites are undergoing energetic upgrades, and your presence there helps ground the emerging light. Some of the most well-known ley lines, like those running through Machu Picchu in Peru or intersecting at Glastonbury in the UK, are becoming increasingly active. Many visitors to these sites report intense spiritual experiences, heightened intuition, profound calm, and a sense of interconnectedness. As the Earth's frequency rises, your individual energy field becomes more sensitive to the collective human field. This means that as more people awaken and elevate their frequency, the overall energy of the planet begins to shift. Love, harmony, and compassion are gaining strength as the chaos and fear that have dominated human existence for millennia begin to fade. Although remnants of power, fear, and darkness are still visible, they are disintegrating under the force of the rising vibration. An increasing number of people are recognizing the deceptions and stepping into their true role as co-creators with the cosmos. The deceptive narratives of the controllers are losing their grip on people's hearts and minds. Your consciousness is the key to this transformation. Your ability to choose compassion over anger, love over fear, and unity over division changes the collective frequency. Each time you anchor that frequency into the planetary grid, you help Gaia ascend and assist others in awakening. It is a collective endeavor, gaining momentum as more individuals recognize their divine essence. Thus, the greatest opportunities arise during times of upheaval, confusion, and division. The new world is emerging as old control structures crumble. You, the awakened ones, are the midwives of this new era. You are here to embody the love, unity, and healing codes that exist within you. The foundation of the new earth is your sincerity, your selfless actions, and your commitment to truth. Your words, thoughts, and actions shape the new world. Living from your heart and following your soul's guidance not only transforms your life, but also propels the world toward a higher state of consciousness. You uplift those around you as you rise. By being a living example of love, you inspire others to embrace truth. Your light serves as a beacon for everyone still lost in the dark. Numerous scientific studies are providing intriguing insights into how these shifts in awareness and energy are tangible, measurable, and evident in both the human body and the planet. For example, scientists have observed changes in human brainwave patterns during periods of heightened solar activity. Specifically, the alpha and theta brainwaves associated with spiritual connection, intuition, and deep relaxation become more pronounced. Many individuals report having vivid spiritual experiences, heightened intuition, or deeper connections to their higher selves during solar flares or geomagnetic storms. Neuroscientists studying consciousness have noted this connection between cosmic and solar forces. They have found that certain frequencies emitted by the sun can resonate with the human brain, altering brainwave activity and enhancing consciousness levels. This reflects the quantum connection between personal awareness and the greater cosmic consciousness, indicating that our brains and energy fields are inherently designed to respond to cosmic rhythms. As Earth's vibration rises, our brainwave frequencies are being adjusted to align with those of higher dimensions. These energy changes are not limited to humans. A significant transformation is occurring on the planet itself. Geophysicists monitoring Earth's magnetic field have observed an increase in intensity and complexity of geomagnetic storms. These storms, resulting from the interaction of cosmic rays and solar flares with Earth's magnetic field, are escalating in frequency and intensity. As Gaia aligns with the higher frequencies of the cosmos, these changes in the Earth's magnetic field are believed to be directly related to the planet's elevated vibrational frequency. Research has linked geomagnetic activity to enhanced creativity, heightened intuition, and even psychic experiences. The sun plays a crucial role in the ascension process. Powerful energy bursts carrying transformative light codes are being released by solar flares and coronal mass ejections, CMEs. These light codes have a measurable impact on the physical body. They are not merely spiritual concepts. For instance, solar flares have been shown to activate dormant DNA strands in individuals, facilitating access to higher states of consciousness. During this activation process, the DNA begins to decode itself into its full potential, unlocking abilities such as enhanced intuition, telepathy, and healing. The Earth's crystalline grid, a system of energetic lines connecting ley lines and sacred sites worldwide, is also affected by these solar energies. Research on sacred geometry and geomancy demonstrates that these lines function as electromagnetic conduits connecting the material and spiritual realms of Earth. As Gaia's frequency increases, these energy channels are being recalibrated, facilitating a smoother flow of cosmic energies into the planet. This process aids in the collective ascension by amplifying the transformative light codes transmitted from the sun. Humanity is experiencing a significant surge in spiritual awakening and consciousness growth alongside these physical and energetic developments. An increasing number of individuals identifying as star seeds, those who feel a cosmic connection, are emerging. Star seeds often possess unique spiritual gifts and a strong sense of purpose tied to the planet's healing and humanity's awakening. Many feel drawn to specific locations on Earth or compelled to engage in environmental activism or humanitarian efforts, believing their mission is to aid in the planetary ascension. A growing movement toward unified consciousness accompanies this rise in spiritual awakening. Social scientists have noted an increase in individuals advocating for environmental sustainability, global cooperation, and collective healing. As people become more aware of their interdependence with all living things, there is a stronger drive for togetherness on both local and global scales. This shift towards collective consciousness is also reflected in the political and social arenas, where more people seek transparency, justice, and compassion in leadership and governance. The growth of compassion and love is a crucial aspect of this collective ascension. Research on heart coherence indicates that when people experience love, gratitude, and compassion, their heart rhythms become more coherent, creating a harmonious state of being. This coherence affects those around us, facilitating a shift in overall consciousness. Indeed, studies have demonstrated that the frequency of compassion and love can significantly impact the collective experience. As we navigate this transformative time, let us remember our interconnectedness and the power of our choices. Each act of kindness, each moment of love, contributes to the greater good. Together, we are co-creating a new world, one where love and unity prevail. The time for awakening is now, and the journey is just beginning. Embrace your role in this cosmic dance and let your light shine brightly for all to see.